Good Thursday morning, friends. It is 10:05. I'm meteorologist Ashley Ruiz. We are going to bring you the latest on the tropics. We have two tropical systems that we are tracking in the Atlantic Basin, one of which is in the Gulf of Mexico, one of which is in the central Atlantic in the main development region. As of right now, we're seeing blue skies. We had some passing showers, some far outer ray bands were just moving through, mainly moving from east to west earlier this morning. Now we're left with a beautiful blue sky and some fair weather cumulus clouds. Eventually we'll see more showers move through the area. 86 degrees feels like 94. We have a nice east-northeast wind at 14 miles per hour. Temperatures across the area are warming up into the low and mid 80s. Feels like temperatures in the 90s. The good news with the higher rain chances in the coming days, our temperatures will be slightly cooler. Not just that, we'll have a nice breeze, especially if you live near the coast. Things will begin to get a bit more on the breezy side of things today and then going forward. So we'll start with the satellite and radar. Again, we had some showers, tropical showers move through earlier this morning. Now we are seeing some showers mainly focused in on Jefferson Parish, Upper Jefferson Parish and Lower Jefferson Parish in far southeastern Louisiana, and then the Mississippi Gulf Coast as of right now. Running through the HRRR model, I picked this model just because it is picking up on current trends, and I do think as we head through the day, some of the marine breezes will get to start picking up, and then we'll have some instability build. We'll have our rain coverage start to increase. Rain coverage today will be highest near the coast, but as you see, this is around 130, showing scattered to numerous showers across the area. And again, they will track normally from east to west, generally speaking, as you see kind of in that counterclockwise circulation with that area of low pressure to our south, the tropical depression. As we head through the evening hours, things should quiet on down, but we'll still hold the chance for rain at least into the overnight hours. So the big picture, there is the tropical depression 8 is in the central Gulf of Mexico, and with some of these outer rain bands, they're stretching all the way from the northeastern Gulf to the Florida Panhandle, the Big Bend, and then into Alabama, Mississippi, and then into Louisiana as well. They're pretty spotty here in Louisiana as of right now, and there it is right there. It is a little more organized this morning. Currently the hurricane hunters are en route and they're investigating, seeing what's going on with Tropical Depression 8. Now it is still forecast to become Tropical Storm Hannah. That may occur tomorrow, maybe within the next 12-24 hours, so something we're watching. And it's not very far from holding that tropical storm status. So whether it becomes a tropical storm or stays a depression, at least for the next 12-24 hours, not much is going to change. It's only a matter of around 4 miles per hour. So whether it gets a name or not, our impacts will not change. I'm trying to nail that down so people don't think, oh, just because if it has a name, it's going to change our impacts. Locally, it's not going to. Still going to see heavy rain. That will be our main impact. Currently 380 miles east-southeast of Port O'Connor in Texas. And in Texas, there are some alerts to tell you about this morning. So currently there's a tropical storm watch in effect from Port Mansfield to High Island, Texas. That's that yellow color you see basically from east-southeast Texas and then all the way to near the Texas-Mexico border. So as of right now, it has wind gusts of 45 miles per hour moving to the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. And then again, it is expected to intensify into a tropical storm before making landfall early Saturday morning, again as a tropical storm. Some models are hinting maybe a little stronger, just something we'll have to watch. The western Gulf of Mexico overall is a bit more favorable for further development, but not anticipating any rapid intensification or anything of that nature. The Pacific Ocean, however, there are some very, very active storms, one of which went through rapid intensification, but that's for another day. I will stick with the Atlantic Basin, of course. So as I mentioned, not much has changed. Our impacts remain the same. This is not expected to make landfall in Louisiana, going to head toward Texas, which you saw from the National Hurricane Center. This is our outlook from the Weather Prediction Center on flooding. It's excessive rainfall, but essentially this means the flooding risk. The green color is a marginal risk for flooding, so some isolated flash flooding will be possible. This is for Thursday and Thursday night, so today and tonight. The yellow color that you see on your screen, that is a slight risk. So we have a level 1 and a level 2 risk for flooding today and tonight. Heading into Friday, we'll have a greater chance for some flooding out there. High rainfall rates, that's how fast the rain does fall. In a short amount of time, we could see rain rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour. So if you have a training storm or just a heavy storm in general, a heavy shower, in fact, downpour, you could easily see some flash flooding. Low-lying areas will be especially vulnerable, and coastal areas as well. So we have a level 1 and 2 risk for excessive rainfall or flooding Friday and Friday night. It doesn't stop there. We still have the risk for some flooding Saturday and Saturday night as well. Same goes, level 1 and a level 2 for some flash flooding. This is from the Weather Prediction Center. These are the rain estimates over the next 72 hours. And notice 1 to 2 inches plus. That means we could see some greater amounts in excess of 1 to 2. This is widespread rainfall estimates. Some spots could see 4 inches of rain, but it's not expected to be widespread, at least not for our area over the next 72 hours. The highest rain totals should stay near the I-55 corridor, near the coast, and along the southern coast of Louisiana. You see these pink colors here. That's indicating 2 to 3 inches of rain widespread within the next 72 hours. Also, there's a coastal flood advisory in effect through Friday, so our eastern and southern facing shorelines around Lake Maurepas and Lake Pontchartrain, and then our tidal lakes and such, and the Gulf of Mexico will have the potential to see some minor coastal flooding due to higher than normal tides, 1 to 2 feet above normal. That's through Friday, and then with that persistent southeast and east and southeast wind, you can get some piling of the water. But overall, that is going to be in effect through Friday. So again, our impacts really have not changed. Again, going to be the bouts of heavy rain. So this is futurecast for tomorrow, which is when our rain coverage will begin to increase. And notice the trend. It's not widespread heavy rain all day long. It's going to come in waves. We'll see passing showers, and I really think Futurecast is underdoing it. It's been underdoing it and underplaying the rain coverage over the last few days. For Saturday, as you see, passing showers, but it's not going to be all day relentless rain for the next few days where we see flooding widespread. We'll at least have some breaks with the rain. So potential impacts with Tropical Depression 8. Again, this is not going to directly impact our area. We will still see some impacts from the heavy rain. Rain totals for the next Thursday through Saturday, around 1 to 3 for inland areas, 3 to 5 on estimated totals near the coast locally, higher amounts exceeding 5 inches. We could see winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, some gusts around 30. That would be more so closer to the coast. As I mentioned, coastal flooding, 1 to 2 feet, higher tides, and a persistent southeast and east wind. Also rough seas. There's a small craft advisory in place. Not the best of boating weather whatsoever. Things will begin to quiet on down a little bit. Also, we could see a few tropical funnels, water spouts probably near the coast. That'll be something to watch for. But this is mainly for Thursday and into Saturday. Something we're going to be watching as we head into the second half of the weekend. We'll have to watch for some energy that's going to be in the Gulf, a passing disturbance, if you will, and we'll have this tropical moisture just pretty much trapped, even though Tropical Depression 8 or soon to be Tropical Storm Hannah will be inland and out of our area, or out of the Gulf Coast and out of the Gulf of Mexico, I should say. We're still going to have to be watching for a heavy rain threat into next week. Models are pointing at, again, could see some disturbances, and which could lead to some passing heavy rainfall. So rain estimates for the next 7 days, mainly north of 12, look to be 1 to 3. South of 10 and 12 could be 2 to 4 or greater, and near the immediate coast 4 to 6, some in excess of 8 inches. So that, again, will be something worth watching over the course of the next 7 days. Let's get to the other entity in the Atlantic. Tropical storm Gonzalo, this is starting to become a strong tropical storm. It is battling some wind shear and some dry air right now. It is what you're looking at right now. Oop, let's pause that. Here's the current look of the Saharan dust. Gonzalo is basically just kind of getting wrapped in, or the Saharan dust is wrapping around it a little bit. So that is why it hasn't really intensified just yet into a hurricane as previously forecast, but it is going to move into a more favorable environment going forward into our Friday and then into the weekend. So as of right now, it has max sustained winds of 65 miles per hour with gusts of 75 miles per hour. And it is forecast to become a hurricane either tomorrow morning, perhaps tomorrow afternoon, and then track toward the Windward Islands. There are some hurricane watches in effect, and it eventually will move into the Caribbean, going to encounter a more hostile environment. And something worth watching, as you see it's making its way through the Caribbean into Tuesday. Something worth watching will be if it can hold itself together. Does it intensify into a hurricane? Does it not? And does it rip itself apart in the Caribbean? Does it continue tracking to the west-northwest? Some of the models are showing, again, a track through the Caribbean, and some are trying to get it into the Gulf. That is way too far out to tell if that will be the case. There's plenty of time to watch this. So this will also be something we're going to be watching in the coming days. And of course, you can count on us to keep you posted. As I mentioned, we have our 7th named storm. This is the earliest we've had a 7th named storm on record in the Atlantic Basin. The last time was in 2005, and that was Gert on July 24th, 2005. We may have our earliest 8th named storm soon. That would be Hannah. So again, we'll be watching the progression of Tropical Depression 8, but again, not going to track toward the Louisiana coast. It's forecast to make that turn toward the Texas coast and make landfall Saturday morning. But again, we will see some bouts of heavy rain. Right now, I know it is sunny outside, but we'll see passing showers, not going to be relentless rain, as I mentioned, for 3 days going forward. We'll see it in waves, passing showers, numerous showers, and isolated thunderstorms. Some lightning may be in the mix, but overall heavy rain, and then some gusty wind as well. So we'll be on the lookout for some isolated flooding. So I'll show you the radar before we wrap things up. We'll have some more updates from the National Hurricane Center. Around 1 o'clock, they'll have an intermediate advisory unless the hurricane hunters find that Tropical Depression 8 has become a tropical storm. They'll update us earlier, and then another track at 4 p.m. But all in all, our impacts have not changed. We're still anticipating some bouts of heavy rain. As you see, some outer rain bands are making their way toward Lake Pontchartrain as we speak, kind of moving over the Mississippi Gulf Coast as of right now and far southeastern Louisiana. So keep the rain gear on hand, and of course, you can always find the latest on brproud.com. Go ahead and download our free BR Proud app. If we have any weather alerts to tell you about, if there's a flash flood watch or anything of that nature issued, it will send a push notification to your phone. So it uses GPS, and you can have your alerts for your immediate area, for your neighborhood. So go ahead and download it. It's free. It's a good tool to have. Also, you can find the Tracking the Tropics on brproud.com. At the top, you'll see the latest with graphics. Everything I said, just not a long discussion, not a 15-minute long discussion, but you can find the latest there, the latest from the National Hurricane Center, our potential local impacts, and then of course your daily forecast right there on brproud.com. So again, we'll continue to follow this. Just stay weather aware. We'll continue to keep you posted on NBC Local 33 and Fox 44, brproud.com, and the free BR Proud app, along with social media. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can reach out to us on Facebook, email me at aruiz@brproud.com. So we'll continue to keep you posted. Y'all take care, stay weather aware, and be safe out there.